Level 1, Ashigaru Soldier. You wake before sunrise with mud beneath your fingernails. You are 15, already counted like taxable grain. The headman points you toward the eastern road. Your mother stays inside because crying would shame you. Your father hands over a cracked bamboo flask. Your armor smells of mildew and old blood. A dead man wore it during last autumn's campaign. Nobody bothers telling you his name or village. You are Ashigaru, a foot soldier with borrowed courage. Your spear stands taller than your family's roof. The reward is simple, visible, and brutally honest. 2 rice bowls wait after marching through rain. 3 rice bowls come after a lucky victory. Then the drums begin before the fog lifts. The cost arrives before you understand the reward. Arrows hiss down through the pale morning air. The boy beside you stops screaming without warning. A horse crashes sideways into your spear line. You smell leather, mud, iron, and opened bowels. You want to run toward the cedar trees. A mounted samurai waits behind your back. You drive your spear into something wet. The shaft kicks hard against both palms. You chew cold millet beneath leaking canvas. You survived, but nobody calls you brave. They only call you useful after counting bodies. Level 2, Keiichi Samurai. You are 22, and your feet still rule you. Now, 2 real swords hang at your waist. Their scabbards are cracked and poorly lacquered. Still, villagers lower their eyes when you pass. You are Keiichi, a walking samurai without horses. The reward is a name your children inherit. Your son can receive your post after death. Your stipend is 50 koku on paper. To outsiders, that sounds like clean dignity. Inside your room, it becomes watery porridge. 6 tatami mats hold your entire empire. Your wife patches hakama beside a smoking lamp. Your little boy sleeps beneath the sword rack. You cannot farm because soil stains status. You cannot trade because profit shames lineage. That is the cost hidden inside honor. Status gives your spine a straighter shape. Status also ties your hands behind silk. A rice merchant bows beside the bridge. By evening, that merchant owns your debt. You sell next year's stipend for dinner. Every evening, you count coins already vanished. You learn honor has a seasonal price. You learn poverty sounds different around swords. It sounds like silk brushing empty bowls. Level 3, Doshin Constable. You are 28 when Edo swallows your name. The city rises around you like wet steam. Thousands of sandals slap bridges above black water. You are Doshin, a constable under magistrates. The reward is fear from ordinary people. Gamblers hide dice before your shadow arrives. Brothel keepers pour tea without being asked. Pickpockets bow first, then run through smoke. Your stipend is 30 koku in records. Your side money arrives faster than rice. 1 silver coin can bury a complaint. A bowl of sake purchases convenient silence. You tell yourself, every constable survives this way. The cost is rust, spreading through judgment. You drag a hungry thief through mud. He stole 1 daikon from a stall. His mother kneels beside a gutter, shaking. The law demands punishment before tomorrow's sunrise. Your stomach asks mercy, because hunger feels familiar. Your superior asks numbers, because paperwork feels cleaner. So you write the boy's name carefully. You carry swords and feel powerful briefly. Then a Hatamoto's drunk son strikes you. He barely stands, but blood protects him. You bow, apologize, and swallow your anger. Your badge cannot cut through family privilege. You can ruin weak men before breakfast. You must smile at protected men after midnight. Level 4, Yuriki Officer. You are 35, and the horse changes everything. It is a nervous brown gelding with cracked hooves. You are Yuriki, a mounted officer with subordinates. Doshin wait for small movements of your hand. Witnesses kneel before your first question lands. The reward is command that other men witness. Your stipend may reach 200 koku yearly. You rent a better house near the compound. Your wife buys white rice every week. Then the cost finds your desk before dawn. Every choice now leaves ink behind you, arrest someone quickly, and relatives file petitions. Release someone softly, and superiors remember weakness. A fire breaks out near Kanda after midnight. You arrive with ash on your cheeks. 3 houses have burned into red beams. 1 child is still missing inside smoke. A merchant begs loudly for his storehouse. A widow begs softly for her daughter. The crowd waits for justice with blackened faces. You only have 4 exhausted men beside you. You choose the child before property. Power becomes a list of disappointed people. A sword can miss the body completely. A document waits patiently for future disgrace. Level 5, Gokenin Vassal. You are 40, and your service points upward. You are Gokenin, a direct Tokugawa vassal. The Shogun never learns your face or voice. Still, your name belongs to his house. The reward is proximity to the central machine. Neighbors bow deeper than last spring. Orders arrive smelling of Edo Castle ink. You guard gates, roads, storehouses, records, and silence. Steady work feels like safety at first. Then the ceiling appears above your head. You cannot receive audience with the Shogun. You cannot enter rooms where decisions breathe. You stand outside gates polished by better sandals. Hatamoto pass through without learning your name. They smell of incense, silk, and tobacco. You smell of lamp oil and damp paper. The cost is invisibility wrapped inside status. You are important enough to be trapped. You are too small to be remembered. Every new year demands clothing and gifts. A rice broker records your future elegantly. Your daughter needs a marriage portion by winter. Your son needs sword fittings worthy of lineage. Your father needs funeral rites nobody affords. The Shogun gives rank from far away. Life gives invoices directly into your shaking hands. Level 6, Hatamoto Bannerman. You are 46, and finally you become visible. You are Hatamoto, a bannerman with audience rights. The reward is nearness to sacred power. You may bow before Japan's hidden ruler. You may enter rooms others only imagine. Your stipend may reach 500 koku yearly. You keep clerks, servants, and a stable boy. Your family name carries weight inside letters, then visibility slowly turns against you. The cost is exposure from every angle. Your debts become visible to rivals and servants. Your manners become visible during every ceremony. Your wife's relatives become visible during talks. A poor man can vanish into rain. You cannot disappear without creating ugly rumors. Too little insults the powerful households watching. Too much looks desperate to creditors. You spend money simply to look calm. You borrow money simply to look honorable. You sell future rice for present dignity. One morning, you face polished bronze. Your face looks disciplined beneath perfect hair. Your eyes look hunted behind discipline. You once wanted important men watching. Now, every watcher knows your weaknesses. Level 7, Karo Retainer. You are 52, seated beside your lord. That access is both power and danger. You are Karo, the chief household retainer. The reward is real power through administration. You control appointments inside the domain. You review taxes before lesser men see them. You read harvest reports before sunrise. 3,000 koku can move by brushstroke. A rival can fall without drawn steel. You delay his next post, 1 season. Men kneel outside your door for hours. Some need promotion before the first snow. Some need mercy before inspectors arrive. Almost everyone needs what you cannot give. The cost is impossible arithmetic wearing court robes. The domain owes 40,000 ryo to Osaka. Merchants want repayment before summer ends. The harvest fell 20% after flooding. The castle roof needs urgent repair. The samurai want their full stipends. The peasants want lower taxes before planting. Everyone inside the room is correct. There is simply not enough rice anywhere. You choose who suffers this spring. You cut stipends by 1/5. You delay merchant repayment 90 days. Credit tightens around the domain like rope. You request another levy from hungry villages. This is power without innocence or escape. You injure hundreds with beautiful handwriting. The brush becomes sharper than any battlefield steel. Level 8, Daimyo Lord. You are 58, magnificent, and already owned. Your name rules a province on paper. You are Daimyo, a lord of vast estates. Your land is valued above 10,000 koku. Your castle rises above rooftops and temple bells. Stone walls fit together like clenched teeth. The reward is splendor performed before everyone. People kneel when your palanquin enters roads. Mothers pull children away from your procession. Meals arrive on trays of black lacquer. Your income may be 50,000 koku yearly. The number sounds like freedom to fools, then Edo opens its mouth and feeds. Alternate attendance devours your treasury by ritual. 1 year passes inside your home domain. 1 year passes inside expensive Edo. Your wife remains in Edo as family. They smile like loved ones during ceremonies. They function like honored hostages every day. The cost is captivity dressed as magnificence. You cannot repair castle walls without permission. You cannot marry heirs without permission. You cannot travel freely between mountains. You cannot look poor before retainers. You cannot look ambitious before inspectors. Your Edo mansion burns money every dawn. Horses need barley before processions move. Banners, spears, shoes, and silence cost money. An Osaka broker calculates the price of dignity. He knows your debts better than priests. Accountants whisper numbers behind lowered fans. The river harvest has failed again. The shogunate still expects full attendance. Your son coughs upstairs through paper walls. You own a province by title. You cannot save even one quiet private evening. Level 9, Roju Elder. You are 63, and survival becomes authority. You have outlived creditors, rivals, and sons. Now you sit above entire domains. You are Roju, a senior government elder. The reward is national power without loudness. Foreign ships become your problem by sunrise. Temple disputes become your problem before sleep. Succession fights arrive in beautifully folded paper. Punishments wait quietly beneath your official seal. You do not need to raise your voice. Quiet orders travel farther than battlefield shouts. A domain changes heirs because you approve. A lord loses favor because you stay silent. You smile without touching a lid. The cost is paranoia dressed as manners. Every conversation carries a second meaning underneath. Every compliment hides a measurement of weakness. Every reform breeds a faction before winter. Lower stipends and desperate samurai hate you. Open ports and conservatives call you poison. Close ports and coastal lords call you blind. Punish corruption, and old families sharpen knives, ignore corruption, and young officials sharpen pens. You become careful with every ordinary syllable, you say. Review the matter carefully. These phrases keep breath inside your chest. Plain language becomes an unsheathed weapon. Your adopted heir may already be impatient. Even illness becomes valuable political information. You no longer fear battlefield death. You fear one rumor placed correctly. Level 10, Shogun Ruler. You are finally standing at the summit of power. You are Shogun, Japan's military ruler in silk. Every sword in the country points upward. Every daimyo bows toward your guarded castle. Every petition breathes or dies by your seal. The reward is distance from ordinary fear. You do not chase power anymore. Power arrives on knees polished by ceremony. Roads function because your government commands them. Prisons fill because magistrates sign your will. Lords travel because your laws demand obedience. Merchants prosper because your peace protects trade. Samurai starve politely because peace needs fewer swords. Your meals arrive tested before tasting. Doctors study your pulse like intelligence. Your grief has protocol written by officials. Your laughter has witnesses behind screens. You wanted to become untouchable by everyone. At last, nobody reaches the person underneath. Then the final cost enters the room. You are Japan's least free living man. An Ashigaru can run into cedar forests. A Doshin can disappear into tavern smoke. A Kachi can drink among neighbors. A daimyo can stare toward distant mountains. You cannot step outside your assigned self. Your mornings are scheduled before sunrise begins. Your robes are chosen before standing. Your words are prepared before thought forms. Your pleasures are watched by careful servants. Your fears are studied by older men. You do not rule alone inside power. Bloodline stands behind your right shoulder. Faction waits beneath every polished floorboard. The throne is not freedom at all. It is only a polished golden cage. Somewhere below, a muddy boy grips his spear. He thinks rank must remove fear. He thinks the top must mean freedom. He is wrong about everything that matters. The climb only changes the chains. At the bottom, hunger owns your body. In the street, shame owns your name. Near the castle, debt owns your future. Inside government, paper owns your decisions. Above domains, Paranoia owns your sleep. You began as mud, hunger, and orders. You end as silk, silence, and distance. The mud was cold against your skin. The silk is harder to breathe through. You spent your whole life climbing upward. Then you reached the highest room. There were no windows inside that room. There was only Japan watching every breath you took.